Today I got to watch an old mansion from 1920 being moved on these large set of wheels. It was a unique experience with local officials and preservationists in attendance.
Hopefully after this, you'll all go home and say, hey, there might be hope for these historic buildings, but I think what we really need to do is add more incentives to make it more effective for these really amazing entrepreneurial people to come and to save them and maybe add something on that will make it all worthwhile.
The man who bought the property is Russell Weiner, billionaire and founder of Rockstar energy drink.
All right, so I brought my golden shovel because the streets of Miami are paved with gold. California used to be the Golden State and now it's Florida. So I moved from California like many other people, and this has become one of the best moves of my life. The future of America is Florida, which means that the best city in the world is Miami Beach, because it's the best city in America. So I decided to invest a lot of money and time and love into this old home that we're moving from the 1920s. So we're gonna move it to the street. We're gonna create a guardhouse. We're gonna create a jewel box from Pine Tree Drive with reclaimed Spanish roof tiles from I think from the 16th or 17th century, believe it or not. They're being shipped over right now from Spain. So I put a lot of very, very interesting design elements into this to keep the old world look on the exterior. And then on the inside, we're gonna make it new and fresh.
In just a couple of minutes, this old 1920s era home will be moved. Yes, they have it hooked up there to be moved across this path right here to its final resting position over there. He had every right to tear this historic home down as it isn't in a protected area, but he fortunately decided to keep and restore it as part of a massive compound he's building in Miami Beach. Now, taking a good look at this render, the house that's about to move will go right here. This is, by the way, only half of the home. The other half was moved at an earlier date, and it's this one right over here. The entire building will serve as a guardhouse and guest house, with Weiner's actual home being somewhere behind, more or less where this section is being moved from. Now let's talk a little bit of the history of this home. I did mention it was built in 1920. The builder was Irving Collins, one of John Collins' sons, and designed by Russell Pankos. John Collins, in case you don't know, was one of the founding fathers of Miami Beach. He's such a big deal that Collins Avenue and Collins Canal are named in his honor. Now, looking back at the real estate listing of this home, I wanted to see what it looked like in its glory days. I absolutely love the colors, the design, the architecture especially, and I really can't wait to see with my own eyes when it's fully restored at its new spot. It was pretty cool to see Russ getting the controls to move his new home.
One small step for fun. Here it goes.
Which, by the way, moves very slow, as you can imagine. It's such a tedious, delicate process with workers on all sides ensuring it moves smoothly. They also have to stop every 40 feet or so to bring the wooden planks out from behind and move them to the front. Russ appears to be all in, with CBS Miami reporting the entire project coming out to a whopping $100 million. Now what's that to a man worth over $4 billion? One thing I did love is that he wrapped up his short talk by praising the construction workers out in the South Florida heat, bringing his vision to reality.
And all the hard workers that I see every day working in the Miami heat, without those guys, this would never happen. So those are the real heroes of this project, are the guys that work in this 100-degree temperature every day. So thanks to them.
Thank you.